In our last example, we're told angle A and D are right angles. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that. And that segment AD bisects segment BE. Okay, so bisects, splits into two congruent parts. So from here I can mark that BC and EC are congruent. Okay? Notice we want to prove that two sides are congruent. So this is going to be our CPC, TC. So we first need to show that the triangles are congruent, because we always need to do that before we can use CPC, TC. So what are our options? We have a side and an angle. So we could have, and we also have a right angle. So we could have hypotenuse leg, we could have angle side angle, we could have side angle side, and we could have angle side. Oops, I did that. Angle side. Okay? That's what we need to look at. Okay. So as I'm looking at this diagram, here's my right angle. That means that BC and CE are the hypotenuse. So we're looking good there, but now we need to decide, do we have enough information to show that either AB and DE are congruent or AC and CD are congruent? Because we have to have one of those to use hypotenuse leg. Well, if I look over here, I'm wanting to prove that AB is congruent to DE. So we can't use that leg. And we don't have any information. We know that AC bisects BE, but we have no information that says that BE bisects AD. So we can't use either of these legs in our proof. So that eliminates hypotenuse leg. We don't, because of that, we cannot use side angle side. Again, because we don't have information on two of the sides. So we're left with angle side angle and angle angle side. So let's talk about angles. We don't have any parallel lines, but we do have vertical angles. Notice that ACB and DCE are vertical angles. And all vertical angles are congruent. So now what I have is angle, angle, side. So this is the direction that we need to go. All right, so we start with our given. Angle A, angle D are right angles. AD bisects BE. Given. All right, now, side note. Because we're not going to use hypotenuse leg, we don't have to say that those triangles are right triangles. We do, however, have to establish that they are congruent. So we can put angle A and angle, whoops, wrong symbol. Angle A is congruent to angle D. Why? All right angles are congruent, because all right angles measure 90 degrees, and if their measures are equal, they are congruent. We can say that BC is congruent to EC, definition of bisector. This would be a segment bisector. Angles ACB and DCE are congruent because they are vertical angles. So that means triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEC by angle, angle, side, which tells us that segment or side AB is congruent to side DE. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent.